Can I challenge you? What if I asked you to make $2,000 before the end of the month? That leaves you 9 days to make $2,000. Could you do it? Maybe you're thinking, okay, that's easy because I have a huge list. I make $2,000 a day. Why wouldn't I make it before the end of the month? Or maybe you're thinking, I don't have a list. I have nothing. I have no products. I have no connections. I can't even make $1, much less $2,000 before the end of the month. Okay, but if you really needed $2,000, what should you do? Here's what I would suggest, and it's completely undependent on what you're doing, how you're making your money, except you need to make them online, because if you have a job, then you are fixed on your salary there, unless you take a second job or something like that. But I'm talking online income only. How can you make $2,000 before the end of the month? Here's what I would suggest. Challenge yourself not to make $2,000 before the end of the month, but go completely crazy. Go for $20,000 before the end of the month. Can you do it? Maybe. Most likely you can't, but you know what will happen? You will make much more than if you hadn't challenged yourself at all. Let me tell you why I know this. Last year, in 2023, a marketer I followed made a challenge. He said, make 100,000 in next month, which was June, by doing live video events. I'm not into live video events. I don't like doing them. I can do them, but it makes me stressed and uncomfortable, and nah. I'm a writer. I prefer to write. This doing videos now is something new to me, and I kind of enjoy it by now. So that's fine, but live, no, because I need to retake. For example, this video you're watching now, I made that yesterday, but for some reason my program OBS Studio decided not to add the sound. I don't know why. I had the exact same settings as the previous 11 videos, and they work perfectly well there, but not for number 13. I wonder, has it anything to do with the number perhaps? Maybe, who knows. But anyway, I didn't want to make live video events, but I figured, okay, I'm a writer. What's stopping me from doing another challenge for myself? With my writing, I would go for $100,000 in June. That's a lot more than I usually make, I can tell you. I even wrote about it in a school community. School is a platform that allows people to create communities for a fee. And I'm not in that many anymore, but the ones I'm in I really enjoy. And in one of them we talked about goals for the next month, and I said I'm going to make $100,000. Did I believe it? Yeah, part of me did, I think. At least I wanted to go for it, because I was set up for this. And the thing is, when you go for such a big goal, your mind starts to think in another way. You are not thinking, oh, I need to fix little file myself because I don't want to outsource anything. And no, you're thinking big, and you're going huge with your business. There's no room for small details here when you're going for such an outrageous goal. So that's what I did, and I broke 4 records. The previous record I had was from 2016 in my incomes. This one broke 4 of them, not just income, but also income per subscriber, most income in one single day, and now I forgot what the 4th one, but there were 4 records that I broke in June 2024, simply because I chose to go for an outrageous goal of $100,000. Why is that? Well, I read recently, but that was after I made that challenge for myself. I read that you can have 3 types of goals which will motivate you and help you create more income or get better at fitness or whatever your goal is. By not just having one goal or 2 around the same, but 3 different goals. So you set one, which is a minimum goal. This is what you absolutely need to do. So say it's fitness, then you need to work out for 5 minutes a day. That's your minimum, and you need to do it every day. For making money, it could be, for example, minimum is that you make $3,000 a month. With that amount of money you can survive, and things will be okay. You won't have any bills that are unpaid. So things will be okay. Not great, but okay. So that's your first goal. That's a minimum you need to make. Then you should have a target goal too. It should be uncomfortably higher than the minimum, but still probable. That's something that you could reach. So let's say you went for $3,000 a month for the minimum. You could then say $7,000 for the target goal. If you made $7,000, I can't speak. If you make $7,000 as your target, you will be really happy. But now comes the outrageous goal. That needs to be insanely high, something you can possibly reach, but still something that will motivate you. It's not completely impossible because there are people that make that much money. I found a woman, for example, who has written several books, and her bestseller at that time made $19,000 per day. So people can make outrageous amounts of money, and so can you, but you need to challenge yourself to get there. So set an outrageous goal of, for example, $100,000 per month, and then go for it. Always keep the 3 goals in mind when you plan what you're going to do, because if you just plan for the minimum, guess what you'll get? Less than minimum. Yes, that's right. So go for more, go at least for your target, but try to aim for the outrageous goal, and that's how you can break all records, just like I did last year, and which I'm going to do again, because I'm going to start another challenge and go for another outrageous goal, and then I will get into the habit of always having a minimum, a target, and an outrageous goal. Good luck with yours.